Hey there everyone, today is Wednesday the 12th of April, and when it's Wednesday, you know what that means. That means it's time for Comics Again. Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Comics Again, where we are going to take a look at all the new #1s coming your way this week. Let's get down to business. Last week DC had no new comics coming your way. This week they have one. It's from the corner of the DC Universe, that's Sandman corner of the DC Universe. This time Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country, Glass House is here to give you all the Sandman Universe things that you require this week. There's also a really sweet cover for it this week by famous Japanese artist Yoshitaka Imano. Look at that thing. Yoshitaka Imano, can't be beat. Over there in Marvel Comics, they have one tie-in this week to the Sins of Sinister. It's the Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants. Issue 3 ties into the Sins of Sinister. There's 2 issues left after this. Hope you're reading them. Find out what happens. It's almost over. Sins of Sinister. It's all in the future and crazy stuff's happening. Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants, Issue 3. And that's your Sins of Sinister update. It's been a minute since we've heard from these characters, and there's a movie on the horizon, so it makes sense that they're bringing them back. There's a new Guardians of the Galaxy series here for you. Guardians of the Galaxy, Issue 1. You might have noticed there's been 2 Captain America books going on simultaneously right now, and those 2 books are about to cross over, collide, crash into each other. It is Captain America, the Cold War is coming. This is the Alpha issue. This kicks it all off. Find out what's going on with the Captains Americas in Captain America Cold War Alpha. Thinking 2 Captain Americas is a lot? Well, you forgot about those Spider-Man characters. There are so many Spider characters that they've got their own Marvel Voices Spider-Verse. Check it out, it's an anthology beefy boy of all the Spider-Verse stuff, different writers, different artists, telling you stories with those favorite Spider characters. Which one's your favorite? There's way too many. And if spiders are not your thing, how about little tiny murder bears? Ewoks is here with this Star Wars Return of the Jedi Ewoks special. Look at them, little murder bears. Are they gonna eat you? Who knows? Find out in here. And lastly, there's a new printing of a thing that they did a printing of before that came out way long ago, and you can buy it now in facsimile reprint format and not have to spend an arm and a leg unless you really wanted to spend that arm and a leg, because it's a cool thing to own. We actually have one if you're interested, just gotta come in and talk to us. But anyway, it's X-Men #1, the facsimile reprint. Here it is, it's got all the ads, all the fun stuff you love about facsimile reprints, but without spending thousands, like money, dollars with commas and stuff involved. Here you go. The big 2 out of the way, let's take a look at some of the smaller publishers. Coming your way from Boom Studios is a new book, a little horror book called The Seasons Have Teeth. Photographer, monsters, black and white, color. It's all in here. Check it out. The Seasons Have Teeth. If you're a fan of James Bond, you might want to check out the new Dynamite series 007 for King and Country, issue #1. If you're a fan of Agatha Christie mysteries and the British Bake Off show that you've been watching on Netflix since COVID when you were just watching it all the dang time, then you're going to want to check out The Great British Bump Off. Yeah, it's The Great British Bump Off. It's a murder mystery set in the world of a Bake Off show. Sounds pretty great. Here you go. Oh, and before I forget, there is one more new #1 for you this week. It's the TMNT and Usagi Yojimbo crossing over in Where When. Check it out. This is your #1. It's the Turtles and Usagi. Great. I got one graphic novel for you as we switch gears to that section of the video this week. It's the first volume of Johnny Cate's series Vanish. It's issues 1 through 4 coming your way from Image Comics right now for $14.99. Get Vanish before it's gone. Thanks for tuning into this week's Comics Again. We'll be back here to do this again next week. If you can't shop with us in store, feel free to shop with us online at bravenewworldscomics.com for all of your Brave New Worlds comics related needs. That's it. You can just like and subscribe, whatever, share, whatever you do. Yeah, I'll be back here again next week for more of this. So see you then. Have a great week. Read some comics. And lastly, you're thinking there was supposed to be one more new book this week, and I think it was called World Tree. There was a 0 instead of an O and 3s instead of an E. Well, it has a problem. There was a misprinting error in these things, and we cannot sell them until the 26th of April, which is the new release date for them, when we get the new, proper, better versions of them. So I know it was in the email newsletter this week. I know we've been talking about it coming up, but you can't get it. So this thing was supposed to be out. You are not wrong. It's just not available. And that's nationwide. No one has them because this is a full line error. So guess what? It'll be out in a couple weeks, so hold your horses on that.